Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. It is Saturday night, August 10th. Wow. Summer's almost gone, but we're still doing music and we're still here for you. So, as always, this show is not about me. Tonight I have with us, how do I put it? This gentleman has intrigued me with his talent. He plays a little bit of everything. He plays with a couple of different bands and he does things on his own. He wrote a piece that I got to hear that is symphonic in nature and took me totally to another dimension, made me cry. I've played it on my radio show several times. He also has done some solo work that I really like, and I don't think he does it enough, but he plays with a bunch of different bands and they're all great too. But today he's here to perform for you live, perform for you solo, and I think that you'll find it intriguing, interesting, and spiritually uplifting. So without further ado, here is Kevin Salley.
Thanks, Doc. So the first tune I'm going to play is off of the album that you have, Change.
Change, yeah, it's good.
Thanks. It's called I Never Said.
You just expected me to love you. You just assumed that I would care. You never thought that I would leave you. Never questioned I'd be there. I never said that I was all I was supposed to be. And I never said that I would answer all your dreams. I never said I'd make you hurt and go away. I never said that till today. You thought that you always thought that I was listening. You thought you heard promises made. You thought that I could hear you crying, but I was much too far away. I never said that I was coming home to you. And I never said that I could make your gray skies blue. And I never said that you should sit around and wait. I never said that till today. I always thought that you would need me. I never knew you had regrets. I thought that you'd always be waiting. I never knew that you'd forget. But you never said that I was running out of time. And you never said that you would someday change your mind. And you never said that there would finally come a day that you would want to go and I'd want to stay. that I never confessed. The unused words with their feelings disappear. Love's retreat, all I hear. I should have tried a little harder to let my love show the things I held inside. She needed to know. I should have been there more often, opened up and let her see. But should haves and questions won't bring her back to me. And in the end, everything is left unsaid, and I'm left listening alone. The unused words with their feelings disappear. Love's retreat, all I hear.
Thanks. So this next, that was Goodbye off of Change. And this next one is off of my new album, which isn't out yet. There were just a little more time for you here to find the light you seek, the road that's laid before you. Rise to meet your feet. When you hold out your fears and free them. Close your eyes and see the strength inside. It's alright. We are where we're supposed to be. There were just a little more time for us here. I know I'd help you see that here has everything, everything you need. If you believe it, hold out your hands and feel it. Close your eyes and see the truth inside. It's alright. We are where we're supposed to be. You don't need a superhero. You don't need a cross to bear. What you need lies within you. Your hero's already there.
out your fears and free them. Just close your eyes and see the strength inside. It's alright. We are where we're supposed to be.
All right. For the second half of my show, I'm going to get my guitar out without tripping on any chords. So all of the songs that you hear are actually orchestrated with a lot more instruments. It's funny how a song changes when you're rearranging it, like for just vocals and piano or vocals and guitar. And a lot of times I catch myself like hearing the other parts in my head, which is kind of distracting when I'm performing. But anyway, so this next tune will be on my new album, which you can only get in my studio at home.
I'm psyched.
So, yeah, this is called Beautiful.
Not what others see, their perception, their reality. You are not the sum of your deeds. The past is over, it's time for you to see you are this moment, and you are true. You are sacred, you are love, you are divine, and you are beautiful. You are not the love you've lost, nor are you the love you've gained. The only measure of who you really are is the love you've given away, yeah. And you are strong, and you are true. You are the light, you are the soul of this universe, and you are beautiful. You are the sunlight through the trees. You are the answers that you see. So take this moment and believe. Create your own reality. You are strong. You are true. You are sacred, you are love, you are divine, and you are beautiful. You are beautiful. You are beautiful.
Thanks. I'm really not a guitar player. I'm actually a drummer, so I don't play piano either. I'm faking everything I do up here.
Awesome.
So that one, you know, people come in and out of your life all the time. That one was written for a friend who was in my life for a very short time, but long enough to make a bit of an impression. And this one was, well, I wrote it for my dad. So he's been in my life a little bit longer. So the name of my new album that you can only get in my studio is called Here. And this is, I guess, the title track. It's called Here We Are.
Here we are, and I am you. Nothing less was ever true. And I can't stand where I am now, because you loved me the best way you knew how. And some days I see, some days I find, some days I close my eyes and try to lose my mind. And some days I walk, and some days I crawl. Some days I find my wings and fly above it all. And here we are, and I am you. Nothing less was ever true. And I can't stand where I am now, 'cause you loved me the best way you knew how. Some days I fight, some days I'm scared, some days I wonder if the path I chose will ever get me there. Some days I curse, some days I pray, and I can't finish what I started and not get in my own way. And here we are, and I am you. Nothing less was ever true. No matter where I claim to be, I got there with what you gave to me. And the lessons that you taught me were realized till I was grown. I didn't understand until I had a child of my own. And I know I should have told you 100 times before now, but until this very moment, I didn't know how. So here we are, and I am you. Nothing less was ever true. The love you gave me, I will pass on to my son, now that you're gone. Here we are.
So this one is this one's called Pretty, and I actually wrote it about a girl that I saw. I used to see in Blockbuster. Remember that place? It used to rent videos, and she just always looked so sad. And I was driving home from Blockbuster one night and wrote this song.
under the radar, out of sight, slip into nothing if it felt alright. Another shadow on a wall of light. I can almost see it if I stand just right. You're so pretty, just so sad. You're so pretty, yeah, but you're so sad. I just wanna say something that'll make you smile. You're so pretty. Meaningless whispers, a hopeless prayer. It's been so long that you no longer care. And time takes what is and leaves what's not. Hold on to nothing, 'cause it's all you got. You're so pretty, but you're so sad. You're so pretty, yeah, but you're so sad. I just wanna say something that'll make you smile. You're so pretty, but you're so. Thoughts of you drift past my mind. I stop and watch them when I've got the time, yeah. But I've seen the future, and it's not up to me. We all have our own reasons to be. You're so pretty, but you're so sad. You're so pretty, yeah, but you're so sad. I just wanna say something that'll make you smile. You're so pretty, but you're so sad.
Nice. So this one I wrote for my kids.
If I had a superpower, I would travel faster than light. I would visit distant galaxies far beyond sight. And I would rule the universe from far away. And there I'd stay a half a zillion miles ago. When you call, I'll still know. And I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I would fold the fabric of space and time. If I could do anything, I'd climb to the top of the world. Fight evildoers with my sword, save the town and the girl. And I would fight against impossible odds. I'd raise my fists and shout at gods. And when I came to a magnificent end, you'd call my name, I'd rise again. And I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I transcend the illusion that we are not one. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I would transcend the illusion that we are not one.
So, for better or for worse, I was kind of raised on 70s pop music, because that's what my mom listened to. And this is a tune I remember listening to on the radio when I was a kid, and I've always been a sucker for a sweet melody. And this one has it in spades. So this is the only cover I'm going to do today. This is an old Ronnie Millsap song called I Wouldn't Have Missed It for the World. And it's got a lot of chords in it.
Our paths may never cross again, and maybe my heart will never mend. But I'm glad for all the good times, and you brought me so much sunshine. Love was the best it's ever been. Oh, I wouldn't have missed it for the world. Wouldn't have missed loving you, girl. Made my whole life worthwhile with a smile. And I wouldn't trade one memory, 'cause you mean that much to me. Even though I lost you, girl, I wouldn't have missed it for the world. They say that all good things must end. Love comes and goes just like the wind. Now you got your dreams to follow. If I had the chance tomorrow, you know I'd do it all again. Oh, I wouldn't have missed it for the world. Wouldn't have missed loving you, girl. You made my whole life worthwhile with your smile. And I wouldn't trade one memory, 'cause you mean that much to me. Even though I lost you, girl, I wouldn't have missed it for I wouldn't have missed it for the world. Wouldn't have missed loving you, girl. You made my whole life worthwhile with your smile. And I wouldn't trade one memory, 'cause you mean that much to me. Even though I lost you, girl, I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
All right. So I got a couple more. This is called Illusion.
I was born into illusion. I didn't know what I couldn't see. My eyes were slowly closed to the light inside of me. I grew up in darkness, feeling walls to find a door. And all this time the rain was blowing, getting ready for the storm. Well, can you see me now? I'm standing in the light, yeah. I've seen past the veil. I have regained my sight. There was a time I would complain about the cards that I've been dealt. I never did see a change until I took responsibility for myself, yeah. Well, can you hear me now? I'm not complaining anymore, no. I've spent all these endless lives searching, and I finally found the door. Now I'm walking through that door. I'm walking through that door. I'm walking through that. I'm walking through that. I'm walking through that door. I was born into illusion. I didn't know what I couldn't see. But now my eyes are open. I am no longer asleep. I've shouted down the thunder. I'm ready for a change. I've shattered the illusion, yeah, that we are not the same. Bring on the rain. Bring on the rain. Come on, bring on the rain.
Thanks. The last song I'm going to play for you today is, I guess, my attempt at a lullaby. And this is the first time I have ever played this one to other people. Just slow down, I'll find you, baby. Just slow down, I'll find you, baby. You've been running such a long time, you must be tired. You've been running such a long time. Lay down a while. Close your eyes, I'll find you, baby. Close your eyes, I'll find you, baby. You haven't slept in so long, you must be tired.
haven't slept in so long. Rest a while. So just let go. I'll find you, baby. Just let go. I'll find you, baby. You've been holding on for so long that you can't see. You've been holding on for so long, missing your dreams. So just slow down. I'll find you, baby. Just slow down. I'll find you, baby.
All right. Thank
Ready
you.
to come join me?
I'm ready to come join you. Now
Awesome.
the stressful part is over.
So while he's getting over here, let me just remind you all that when we shop local and support local stores and support local musicians and support local artists, we're keeping the money in our community. And when we do that, we're helping to build our own economy. It's really important. I know I get on this soapbox every single week, but just a reminder, there's several local farmers markets. Go down and see what's going on. The farmers market in New London is every Saturday from 1 to 5, and the Waterford farmers market is from 9 to noon. I don't care what community you live in, there's a farmers market near you. Support that. Support the local stores that are locally owned. And get out there and support the musicians. They work hard. Most of them don't make any money at what they're doing, and they all have to work a second job. So let's get out there and support them and give them the credit that they're due. Now, let's talk with Kevin. Hi, Kev.
Hey, Dot.
I'm so happy to have you here.
It's my honor to be here on your show.
Well, I've been chasing you to be on this show for a really long time.
Oh, I run a lot, so.
We were gonna, it's on my list. So I think that the first time I ever saw you do music, you were drumming with Dogbite.
Yeah, probably.
And is that fun?
Yeah, it is.
Those guys are all a blast, aren't they?
They're a great group of guys.
Yeah, and so now you guys have Arlene Wow helping out with bass. I hear that too.
Yes, and that's, you know, mixed emotions.
A little
on that one.
bittersweet.
Yeah.
A little bittersweet. I agree.
But she's awesome. She's a great person. We laugh all the time at rehearsals.
She's a blast. She played Farmers Market last Saturday.
Oh, cool.
You know, and Vince Tuckwood played this morning, and you know, at 11 o'clock at night, I'm a little forgetful of what day and time it is, but being that it's Saturday night after 11, we're all good. Anyway, so let's talk about all of your music. When and where did you realize that music was going to be the foundation of your lifestyle? Or am I overjudging you? Because you really are surrounded with music. You teach it,
Yeah.
you play it, you write it, and we're going to talk about what happens in your head when you're playing music too, because that doesn't happen with every musician.
Well, I guess the first song I ever wrote, I was 3 years old, and I'd gotten a big shiny red tape recorder. Like, you know, those little, you guys don't know what tape recorders are back then. But, and, you know, I got this cool, like, blue translucent tape, and I just stuck it in there, and I'd write my own songs. My first song ever was called Bumper Cars.
Cool.
Yeah. I will not sing it for you, but it.
Why not?
Yeah. It was a really. I guess.
Well, you were
that
three.
Was right.
So, I mean, how bad could it be?
For a 40-year-old to sing it, pretty bad.
Yeah, but for a 3-year-old to be writing songs, that's pretty amazing.
It was. I guess that was the first time I really noticed that I was interested in that. And my mom used to, besides listening to 70s pop, would listen to the classical stations a lot. And I remember thinking in the car one day, I remember thinking, Jesus, this stuff is really easy to come up with. And I would turn the radio off, and then I would just create my own symphonies in my head and like sing them out loud. And I guess when I was in high school is when I finally decided this is what I have to do. And I think I thought to myself, well, first of all, I have no other skills. And I wouldn't be happy doing anything else, so I have to do this.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad that you had to do that. Not every musician feels like that, by the way, and I talk to musicians all the time. It's kind of what I do. It's the only skill I have. And not all of them hear all the instruments in their head when they're playing just one like you do. Where do you think you learned that? Was that happening at 3, 5, 7? It probably was happening in high school. By then you had experienced more instruments than just whatever.
Yeah, I guess when I was in high school, I had a band, and I would write all the music for the other band members. So I could hear different parts then. But it probably started just listening to classical music as a young child. And it wasn't a specific point that I remember, but just listening to all the symphonies of Dvorak and Mozart and Debussy and just all of those great classical composers just kind of got inside my head. And I think it's very important what you listen to when you're young, because I think it influences your musical taste, not just musicians, but everybody. It influences your musical taste for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
Yep.
Where is he? I have a grandson out there that I tell that to, and I expose him to a lot of music. It would be easier to tell people what I don't like than to tell people what kind of music you listen to. Well, you know what I mean? So you have a classical kind of background. What was the first instrument you actually took lessons on?
Piano.
Yeah. Don't you think that's a great place for everybody to start?
It is. It's a very accessible instrument because it's very visual. It's not like guitar where it's very hard to tell where the notes are.
Yeah, you have to figure it out.
You know, a piano, that key is always going to be right there.
Right.
You can start on piano at a pretty early age. A lot of other instruments, there's a size concern. You know, it's hard for a 4-year-old to pick up a saxophone. You know, and the spacing between the fingers is just too much. So that's why they start band instruments usually, or orchestral instruments, usually 4th grade.
4th grade.
Yeah.
And I chose the trombone. Also, another instrument that you have to know where you're going. It's not, this is a C. It's like,
right.
This is a C, and this is in a tough instrument.
Not to mention you're changing the embouchure of your mouth and the way
Right.
you're blowing, because this position is several different notes.
Right, exactly. And the reason I chose that wasn't because I liked the sound of it. I wanted to march in the front of the parade.
There you go. You could have been
No, I couldn't have. No. So, all right. So you played the piano. When did you decide that you needed to also play drums?
So I started, my brother actually started playing guitar, and my parents were really pushing me, you know, take an instrument. And I was really not into it. And so I said, fine, I'll take piano lessons. And I took them for a year or so, and the teacher really didn't engage me, and it was probably me too. I just didn't want to do it anymore, so I told my mom I was quitting. And I had my last piano lesson, but my parents didn't let up. They're like, you know, we really want you to take an instrument, think about it. I'm like, all right.
Did they realize at that point how truly gifted and musical you were?
I don't know.
Because obviously you didn't.
I think they just realized how important that a musical education was. So I thought I'd teach them by playing the drums. Like, you want me to play an instrument? Fine, give me drum lessons. And I mean, I couldn't have had two more supportive parents. They, you know, I eventually had this humongous drum set and a PA system in my basement and amplifiers, and I'd have all my friends over, and they would leave for the weekend, and we just shake the windows all weekend long.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's so neat. Then along comes the end of high school, and you have to go to college for something. And recently, I don't know whether it was 2 years ago, maybe 3, you were given a little award. Weren't you awarded Teacher of the Year?
Yeah, I was.
Tell us a little bit about that and how you got from I'm going to college to I am now the Teacher of the Year.
Well, I made some connections at UConn and with some of the professors, and they got me into the music program. And so I excelled at the music program. I loved college. Like, I don't even remember sleeping. I could count the number of hours I actually slept on one hand for all 5 years I was there. I took lots of classes. I took like 24 credits a semester, and I practiced all night long, and it was the best thing. Somewhere in the middle of that, I had a kid, and I was actually a performance major. Like, I wanted to just, you know, graduate from college and join a symphony somewhere.
Okay.
And
So it wasn't rock and roll, it was symphony.
I studied.
You were headed towards a symphonic career.
Yeah, I mean, I had a rock and roll background, you know, playing garage bands, but in college I studied jazz and classical music. And so I thought, well, playing in a symphony is probably not going to cut it with a kid. So I better get a job with benefits and one that I can stay put. So I changed my major to music ed, and I got out of college, got a job, and, you know, started teaching. I actually started at RMMS. That was my second job. My first job, and wasn't happy there. It was a big, huge district, and it was not very teacher friendly. Everything was top down.
Yeah.
But RMMS offered me a position, and they allowed me to create the curriculum and design my own program, and I've just enjoyed growing my own program for the past 17 years, and I'm never satisfied with where it is. I always want to get it just a little bit better.
Just bump it up just a little bit more. And the kids love you. I saw that a few weeks ago when we were down at the Hygienic, and you guys were doing I think it was a fundraiser that day. And your kids were performing, and then you were getting them to dance, and you were getting them to sing, and you have a curriculum that includes learning a different language singing, and I mean, it all kind of integrates in that format of the school anyway.
Yeah, lots of stuff from all over the school's curriculum. Yeah, I always make sure that we do a piece in chorus that is more reflective of the classical literature that's out there. So it would be something in Latin, or I think we've done Italian before. A lot more Latin, but.
And French and whatever.
Whatever comes
So one of the things that has drawn me to you and made me want to encourage you and push you a little bit is this amazing symphony that you've written. And I was running when I got here, and I forgot to bring it inside, but this piece has some spoken word with it. Or maybe you didn't create it to have the spoken word happen, but when I do it on my show, there's spoken word and then the movement, and then the spoken word and the movement.
Right.
tell us about all of that and how that came together for you, and how did it end up being such a special piece?
I actually did it as a project for my my master's degree, and I was in a pretty unique master's program, you know, to allow me to do something like that. And I guess I did premiere it of course, on speakers, and I projected the words up, but obviously you can't do that on a radio show.
Right.
And I guess I thought if it was ever performed by an actual symphony, it would be spoken, not projected. But
Well, I'm doing everything in my power to see that this piece is performed with a big symphony. I'm working really hard to do that. I find it to be amazing. There's not a time I play it on the radio that I don't get a phone call from somebody saying that brought me to tears. That was so moving and so spiritual, and it is. And it, I think the very essence of you, in reality, for me, is your spirituality and the way that you celebrate life and celebrate humanity and celebrate the way that the world and the earth all move together. I'm not sure, I think you alluded to what faith you practice, but I don't care, because in my opinion, it's who the person is, and you're an amazing, amazing man. Your music is soul-seeking and soul-feeding, and I hope you continue to write the way you are. Unfortunately, again, we've run out of time. I could sit and talk with you. I have so many questions for you. Take us out with a song. Just go over there and play something to take us out. I love your music. I hope you'll come back when your next CD is ready for us. I will love to put it on the radio and all that good stuff.
cool, thanks.
You're
Doc.
an amazing guy.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for all your answers. That was Kevin Salley. We'll wait for his next album and hope to get it on the radio for you. And you will know if his symphony gets played on a live stage. I will let the world know, because it's really exciting. See you all next week. Thanks for tuning in.